Here we go.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Etep Wakuian right here with you from the Place to Be Reviews. Today, we are doing a live stream review of WWE Monday Night Raw because I didn't have time to get a video out. This week has been extremely hectic, and I do apologize to you guys. I know we haven't done Tales from the Crypt in a couple months. The videos have been slow going. Look, folks, look. It's coming close to the end of the school year. I'm a school teacher. It's my schedule's hectic on my days off. There's a lot of outside stuff going on right now, away from YouTube. I love you guys, but I got to be able to get my real life stuff done too. And I'm out. I'm out on my boat, you know. Hey, well, thanks for dropping in, Papa. You have a good day, bro. Love you, man. Love you. So Monday Night Raw this past week, let me just say, could have been a better show for a go-home Raw going into the pay-per-view this Saturday. But then again, the pay-per-view this Saturday, we're talking King of the Ring in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, which was destroyed in a mining accident. There's a Rogue One reference. Let's get right into it. So we start out with a Sami Zayn in-ring promo, and he talks about his Intercontinental title match at the King of the Ring this Saturday, and the fact that it's a triple threat, his personal issues with Chad Gable, you know, leader of the Alpha Academy, and Bronson Reed has no personal animosity towards him. It's just business. He talks about heart, soul, and Requiem and Terapax and all this other bullshit. I don't give a fuck about Sami Zayn. Taking the title off of Gunther after that long and putting it on Sami Zayn, huge mistake. Zayn looks like a homeless communist that would sit out in front of the library waiting for it to open so he could go in and take a shit and shower in the sink. I never understood the appeal of Sami Zayn. I physically look better than him. I haven't gotten a ring. I just started training again as far as weights go about 3-4 days ago. You know, I mean, this guy is just a fucking joke. Like, can he work? Yes. Does that make him a good character? No. Why the fans are behind him is probably because half of them identify with him because I don't know. But anyway, Zayn is interrupted by Gable, who responds to Sami by calling him manipulative. Gable then dresses down all three members of the Alpha Academy, Otis, Akira Tozawa, and Maxine Dupree. Otis gets a nice chant from the crowd, though. Otis still, you know, the crowd likes Otis. Sami asks Alpha Academy how much longer they're going to take Gable's crap, and Zayn calls out Gable, and this leads to match number 1 on the card, Alpha Academy accompanying Gable against Sami Zayn, non-title match. Gable berates Maxine Dupree. We're just going to jump through this because this match is real. I like Chad Gable's abilities. He's a good heel, but Sami Zayn to me is just nothing. Sami Zayn is just fucking garbage. Like, this guy is fucking garbage. Like that. Just garbage. So Tozawa won't hit Zayn either, given the opportunity. Gable tells Maxine and Akira to leave ringside, leaving only Otis. Gable kicks out after a Blue Thunder Bomb rolls out of the pin attempt and falls at Otis's feet. Otis refuses to hit Zayn there. So Gable, back in the ring, kicks out of a Michinoku driver, then throws Zayn out to Otis, who won't hit him again. Gable smacks Otis, and Zayn hits an exploder. He's lining up in the corner for his stupid fucking Helova kick, and Otis comes in, hits him with a line. Gable hits the Chaos Theory, pinfall victory over the IC champ, heading into the pay-per-view. Good storytelling in this match, though. That's the one thing. It was good storytelling. Bronson Reed is involved in the triple threat at King of the Ring this weekend for the IC title. I was kind of shocked he didn't come out. Let's see. So we go to a backstage interview next with Gable in the Alpha Academy and generic backstage interviewer. I can't remember her name. It's not Kathy Kelly. It's the other one. Questions Gable about Otis's involvement in his victory. And that's interrupted by the LWO running by as we hear a commotion and find out one of the LWO guys, again, don't know his name because they're so fucking irrelevant. Why is the LWO still a thing? This is so stupid. This is so fucking stupid. Mysterio tells Adam Pearce it was Carlito, and segment ends. And why this angle has no steam is because nobody gives a shit about the LWO. Nobody gives a shit about Carlito. Look, I don't hate Carlito, but in 2024, is this guy relevant? No. I mean, yeah, just bad. So we go next. Braun Breaker versus Kale Dixon. Kale Dixon. Breaker was left out of King of the Ring, which is why he's so angry. Dixon was a contestant on The Bachelorette, who apparently was in NXT. Gets destroyed with 3 spears. One of them, Breaker runs all the way around the ring. Dixon's outside. He fucking spears him. And then he takes a chair, has Dixon's head on the steps, and smashes his head with the chair. It didn't really look that good. No contest finish. They fumbled by not putting Breaker in King of the Ring, and they're having him act like a heel. The crowd wants to cheer him. He's kind of going to, I think he's going to be that tweener type character, to where he is, I don't want to say like Stone Cold, but almost like Stone Cold, I would say. Yeah. So Braun Breaker, man, what a pedigree this guy has for a wrestler, coming from the Steiner family tree. He's Rick's son. Wow, the dude just he's got that it factor. You know, we talk about wrestlers that have it or they don't. Yeah, he doesn't have it. Or he has it, and I want to see it taken advantage of properly. And it is, yeah, this guy, he's got the speed. You can tell he's got more charisma than his dad. I don't know why they would leave him out and put in a few of the guys they did, but we'll talk about that in a moment here, because I thought the way the booking looked and the way the matches were going, that it would be Jey Uso versus Tama Tonga in the finals, which now it looks like it could be Gunther versus Orton, because without Jey Uso in the finals of the King of the Ring, what sense does it have to have Tama Tonga face Gunther? Like, that doesn't make sense. But I mean, Randy Orton, if it's Orton's just going to go in and do the job for him, which I have no problem with. Other than that crown's going to look fucking stupid on Gunther, but it looks stupid on Orton. The crown looks stupid on pretty much anybody except for like Harley Race and Macho Man and Booker. Let's face it. The rest of it, I don't. We'll talk more King of the Ring in a moment. Let's get through the rest of Raw here. World Tag Team Championship match, Judgment Day, Balor and McDonough versus the Awesome Truth. Very basic match. I didn't really, it didn't hold my attention that well. Carlito and Dom interfere. Braun Strowman comes down because R-Truth made they did a little promo backstage in R-Truth, the comedy bit. He had he was laughing and say, I got a giant that's got our back, and it's Braun Strowman. And McDonough and his huge head run right into an attitude adjustment from R-Truth, and McDonough takes the pin. Still World Tag Team Champions, the Awesome Truth. Again, this show has been very lackluster. I just not feeling it. Not feeling the show at all. Speaking of that, we go backstage with a Becky Lynch promo who congratulates Lyra. Oh, did I skip over the Lyra Valkyria match? I did. I skipped right over that. Holy shit. I don't know why I did. Probably because it was fucking Just ridiculous. But Lyra Valkyria beats Io Sky to move on to the finals of Queen of the Ring. This match, there was so much standing around and waiting for moves in this. And this is just, it's almost like the males with the cruiserweights are the women's matches when you have one of the gals that's not, your top 3 or 4 in the company. There's so much standing around and waiting. And if you watch this match and you really look in between the moves, it was just fucking ridiculous. It was utterly ridiculous. Lyra Valkyria has nothing that makes her stand out. Is she a competent wrestler? Yes. Does she have a decent physique? Yes. Does she have anything that makes her stand out with the other women on the roster? No. The only reason, and I will die on this hill, the only reason Lyra Valkyria is on the main roster is because of Becky Lynch. Because of her connection to Becky, that's why she's on the main roster. She's not any fucking good. There's nothing about her that's going to get her over. She wins Queen of the Ring. I mean, it does nothing. It does not. And I'm not saying that because you have Bianca Belair and Nia Jax tomorrow. I'm not saying if Bianca goes over against Nia and Bianca beats Lyra Valkyria, what does that do for the women's division? What does Lyra do? What does Nia Jax do for the fucking women's division? Bianca Belair, and I'm not saying Bianca should go over. She's one of the tag champions already with Jade Cargill. And you cannot split them two up yet because Jade is not a competent worker. As much as I want Jade to be, she is not a solo. She cannot do it yet. She cannot. And that's after like 3-4 years, you're starting to teeter on the territory of if you haven't got it yet, you're not going to get it. What up, Instant Regret? Hail, brother. He says, 2. Sweet. Hail, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. I have a feeling this will be one that people watch in the playback because nobody knew I was doing this morning. It was impromptu. And yeah. So that's kind of the way this goes. Either that or YouTube is just throttling my fucking channel again in the algorithm. I mean, seriously, I see people with a third of my subscribers putting out content that is nowhere near as good and getting 1,000 views. I mean, picking up subscribers by, dozens to 20 to 30 a day sometimes, and I can't get 10 in a month. I mean, let's face it, folks. This is YouTube fucking hates me. This is why we're going to move a lot of things to X here very, very soon because YouTube is a dying fucking platform, and I'm not going to waste my time on something. Well, there'll still be shit here on YouTube. Don't worry. But we're going to focus more on X because, like I said, YouTube won't allow my channel to grow. 5 years, I should be 5,000 subs at least right now with volume, consistency. I'm done complaining, though, because I got to complain about Raw some more. Just a quick rant about YouTube and what the bullshit they pull. And like I said, just watching untalented fucking hacks fall ass over tea kettle and gain 10,000 subscribers is fucking, yeah, it's utterly hilarious to me. But you know what the fuck are you gonna do? It's YouTube. And yeah. So Becky Lynch backstage congratulates Lyra on her victory and walks away, and then Liv Morgan bumps into Lyra and Liv punches her in the mouth and then runs away. Liv Morgan is she's very pretty. Liv is very pretty. What the fuck else you want me to say about Liv Morgan? She's a hottie, man. As far as her work goes, I don't know. I see Tiffany Stratton come in and she's just cleaning house and has taken to it like a fish to water. And you got Liv Morgan who just, I mean, she looks like a I don't know. She's more like a stripper than a wrestler to me. I'm sorry, Liv Morgan fans out there. I'm sure she's a sweetheart. I don't. It's like her and Becky Lynch fight, right? Like Becky doesn't even have any discernible muscle tone anymore. She's fucking just skinny. Look better, a couple of years ago. Let's see. So Otis apologizes to Sami Zayn after Sami has a face-off with Bronson Reed in the locker room. Go down to the ring. Becky Lynch talks about her match with Liv, who comes out, and I said a very boring promo ensues. And these two are completely missing any heat from this angle because you look at it logically, there's no way Liv walks away in Saudi Arabia with the title. There's no way. They're going to keep it on Becky until Mommy comes back and they give her belt back and she goes over and takes it from Becky. Because this Becky Lynch thing, this is transitional right now for her. This is kind of them throwing her a bone saying, hey, carry us while, Rhea Ripley's out. So main event time, Gunther and Jey Uso. This is basically all I said on this. Okay match, no interference. Gunther going over is the right decision because Jey will have more to do with the new bloodline angle when that comes back into full swing, and you get Tongaloa and Tama Tonga and Solo versus Jey and Roman when he comes back, if he does, which I'm pretty sure he'll make at least one more. He'll have one more go, hopefully. And then you'll have, I guarantee you, Jimmy Uso, because what the fuck is Jimmy Uso doing right now? Since they split them two up, nothing. It was fine for a minute with the way they were working the angle, but now it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, Mommy does need to come back, man. She does. There is nothing good about her being out. It's hurting the product, obviously, but I mean that's the nature of the beast. You get these injuries. And yeah, so King of the Ring finals right now. We got Gunther versus the winner of Randy Orton and Tama Tonga, which is tomorrow on SmackDown. Queen of the Ring, Lyra Valkyria from Raw will face the winner of Bianca Belair and Nia Jax. And then you have a non-title match about it. Bayley versus Chelsea fucking Green. Oh my God. Can you put two more boring bitches in the ring together? I'm Bayley. I'm the women's champion. Watch me defend my title this Friday night on SmackDown. It's bound to be exciting. Oh boy, I'm Bayley. Like, no, nobody gives a shit. And Chelsea Green, like, what? You're very pretty, honey. You're very pretty. That's what I can say about Chelsea Green. Like, what the fuck? They said half of these fucking broads, there's nothing. And I missed one match on Raw that I didn't mention, and there's one hair sticking out there. I can just see it out of the corner of my eye. It's bothering me. One match on Raw I didn't mention, let's see here, was we had a, let's see, what was it, a four-way women's tag match? Four-way women's tag team match for the titles, and yeah, it was Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark won over a bunch of, like the most notable team outside of them was Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile. Wow, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark are now contenders for the women's tag team titles. Yeah, because that really helps with the suspension of disbelief when we come to the women's tag title match, because everybody knows the next in line for the women's tag belts are Shayna fucking Baszler and Zoe Stark. Holy shit. Did we totally lose the plot after WrestleMania, which WrestleMania was okay. Raw has been so subpar. I mean, I don't want to say dog shit. It's almost there. It's been subpar since WrestleMania. I just, Yeah, Instant Regret says the pop Roman is going to get when he comes back is going to be insane. Oh yeah, he'll go babyface because the crowd misses him now. The crowd actually fucking misses him, so they'll accept him as a babyface. Shane in NXT was a killer. Shane on the main roster is a crowd killer. Yeah, I've never been a Shayna Baszler fan. She reminds me of a uglier version of Marina Shafir from AEW, the one that's with Roderick Strong. She's the other MMA chick who wrestles barefoot. That annoys the shit out of me. Oh my God. If there's one of my pet peeves in professional wrestling is these fucking working barefoot. Like, you're not fighting MMA. It's not Muay Thai. Like, okay, so like Jimmy Snuka or whatever, I guess, but what the fuck? I'm having spent a decade in the wrestling business. I don't understand the why. I'm a germaphobe, first of all, which I know it's antithetical to being a wrestler because, yeah. But I look at that shit like you're going to, in the locker room, barefoot. Walking down to the ring through that arena, barefoot. Like, fucking, even in the ring. Do you know how fucking disgusting those fucking ring canvases are? It's nasty. Like, Jesus Christ. What up, Joe's Atmosphere? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Glad to see a couple people watching. I know I'm not just yelling into the void this morning because this was not even planned at all. It was just kind of an impromptu thing. But, yeah, so fucking, Shayna Baszler, I guess the one thing I can say is at least that bitch wears wrestling boots. God, she's never had any appeal at all. Like, she's as bad as Ronda Rousey to me. It's like, I don't want to see either of you bitches ever again. Ever again. Never. Go fuck away. Go away. Yeah. All right. So let's go over and we'll take a look at the, let's see. Well, Jim Cornette was trending on Twitter again, first of all. And here, I'll share. Let me pull this up here. We'll share this. Jim Cornette trending on Twitter once again. And see, okay, wait. I'll hold up. I'll hold up on the Jim Cornette thing for just a second here. Joe says Liv Morgan needs to be pushed. Bro, the only place I want to push Liv Morgan is away from TV. Like I said earlier, if you missed it, I think she's a very lovely woman. I'm sure she's a absolute sweetheart, but I don't give a fuck. She's got nothing. She's got nothing in the fucking ring. She's goddamn boring as fuck on the microphone. Her fake ass laugh is annoying. She's not as annoying as Becky Lynch, though. I can't stand listening to Becky talk. I'm the man. Please don't ever speak again. Like Becky, it's not just her voice. I'm being a dick. It's not her voice. It's just, I don't fucking care. I don't. You have. Do we absolutely? Yes. Her promos are fucking cringe. She is female. Well, no, she's the male version of Seth Rollins. Let's put it that way. They're about the same size, I'd say. Let's just say that. It's male. And I'm not trying to pile on Joe on you at all, bro. You can, like I said, man, the fucking greatest manager, tennis coach in wrestling do this time. We'll get to Cornette in a minute, but yeah, man, Liv, I don't know. I don't know. I saw a Casual Wrestling Podcast said she needs to go back to NXT, Liv Morgan. I can agree with that. Put her back down there. Let her sit there and learn a little bit more. Because I don't, like I said, outside of wanting to see her and what was her name? Mandy Rose or Mandy Sacamano, Bob Sacamano's daughter. There's a Seinfeld reference for you. In Axel Braun film. I don't fucking give a shit about her fucking wrestling. I don't fucking care. No, I don't know. She doesn't look like a wrestler. She looks like a stripper. Becky always looks like she's chewing gum in her promo. She's not chewing gum. It drives me nuts. I just can't stand Becky Lynch. I don't know. And then, like I said, she came back after the kid and she's fucking built like a toothpick. And it's just, I don't know. Love the mites in her. Okay, like her. Okay. The smaller ones. Yeah. I don't know. It's a suspension of disbelief. Like, you put Liv Morgan in the ring with like Rhea Ripley, and it's like, there's no fucking way. But that is like what Tony Khan does with guys like Big Bill and Orange Cassidy. Hey, Orange, because Tony Khan, we know, was a fucking runt in school and got bullied by the bigger guys, which is why subconsciously or not so subconsciously, he books the little guys to dominate the big guys because he's like, it's a work, so I can make it whatever I want. And these are my action figures, and this is how I want to play with them. Alexa's not back yet. She will be back. When they have the new Uncle Howdy gimmick with Bo Dallas. Yep. You give me a roster of women that have the desire and fire that Rhea Ripley has, and I'll show you a women's division that could rival the men. But right now, like I said, you've got a couple women that are draws, and that's all it ever is. You have a couple that can draw, and the rest of them are just eye candy or bathroom break matches. Like, I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck about Damage Control. I don't give a fuck about Dakota Kai. I don't give a fuck about Kairi Sane. I don't give a fuck about Asuka. I don't give a fuck about Io Sky. Are they good wrestlers? Io Sky and Asuka and Kairi Sane. Yeah, Dakota Kai. Fuck you doing, girl? What are you doing? I don't. You like the steampunk Becky Lynch? Okay. All right. Becky and Seth have both gone to shite since their kid got here. Yeah, Seth is just blah now. But Jim Cornette, this wrestling cringe here with a check mark, 23,000 followers, says, reminder again, the last time Jim Cornette booked a wrestling show, it ended with fans pelting the ring with trash because of his shitty booking. I don't recall fans ever throwing trash the ring because of Tony Khan. No, nobody fucking goes to the shows because they don't give a fuck about AEW. That's why AEW will book a 20,000-seat arena or a 10,000-seat arena, distribute 3,000 tickets, and there's 1,500 fucking people there, and they have to all shove them into one side because 3/4 of the arena is fucking empty because the show is dog shit. All these fucking assholes that you just hate AEW because it's cool. No. I fucking love the wrestling business. I was a part of it for a decade. I've been a fan for 41 fucking years. AEW is dog shit. They are worse than WCW in 2000. And I've said it before, and I will say it again. I will watch anything from WCW as bad as it got before I will say, yeah, I will watch AEW regularly. I'm watching Dynamite today with Draven and Superfan Adam Shawhan because I told Draven I would watch Double or Nothing with him Sunday. That is the fucking go-home show. I don't count Collision. I don't give a... If Tony Khan wasn't a complete fucking dolt, Mark retard, he would take Rampage off the fucking air. He would take Collision off the fucking air. You would have Ring of Honor as a separate brand. You would have Dynamite. There are your two shows. Cut your fucking roster down by half. By half. Get rid of these fucking people you don't use on TV. Get rid of them. Let them go other places. Okay? Stop trying to make AEW an extension of New Japan. The American fans are never going to accept that style on a mainstream. The casual fans don't fucking care about Japanese wrestling. They don't want to see fucking two jack-offs stand in the middle of the ring and trade 56 shitty fucking chops and garbage punches. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I didn't mean to turn this into a rant, but god damn it. It's so simple. Good wrestling is so simple to produce when you have talented people. Tony Khan has talented motherfuckers on his roster. He also has a bunch of slags and shitbags that need to go. Eddie Kingston got hurt. You know what? Now we don't have to see that fucking garbage tier Dollar General version of the fucking Sandman on TV. Okay? Fuck Eddie Kingston. Jesus Christ. Oh, Eddie's the working man's wrestler. He's a fucking piece of shit. He doesn't belong in a fucking ring. He doesn't belong anywhere near a fucking ring. Jesus Christ. Like, that would be like me saying that I deserve a fucking shot at TV because I wrestled in the indies and had a few good matches here or there, you know. Get the fuck out of here. I'm in better shape than that fat fucking tub of shit. I mean, I was at an indie show a month ago. There are 4 guys on the card that are TV ready right now that could outwork half these fucking assholes. And they actually look like fucking wrestlers. Not fat fucking tubs of shit who, I'm going to pull my straps down and show my big ass fucking belly. You fucking, dude, go back to the fucking store, get your 240 ounces of Mickey's Ice and your Newports and fuck off, Eddie Kingston. Please fuck the fuck off. Japan can keep that sack of shit. God, what the, that was a fucking rant and a half. Sorry. I just, the shit bothers me. It fucking bothers me. Back to Jim Cornette. Let's see here. What else do we have? Cornette Ring of Honor is so funny because you see some all-time wrestlers doing very good work, but you never guess they were second on the card, and Davey Richards was going 40 in the main event. I like Jim Cornette, even though he blocked me on Twitter. And yeah, this right here, we'll blow this picture up. See this right here? This Cornette is God sign. There's people freaking out about that. God. Let's see. Hate it for Moxley, Pentagon Jr., and Kenny Omega. The young fucks have dragged AEW into the gutter. Oh my God. I remember my last year in the business. The Young Bucks. I think they were still in Ring of Honor then, or whatever they were doing at that point. We're talking 2017, 2018. The Young Bucks were doing their stupid little, we got to throw 80 super. Now that's what you see, 900 super kicks in every fucking match. You see, yeah, these two never looked like wrestlers. They look like two ass fucks that work at Starbucks and are going to give you a lecture about racial equity while you buy your $17 fucking latte. These are not stars. To even insinuate and have the fucking audacity to try to place yourself in the same breath as the NWO is just sheer fucking madness and narcissism. Nobody's paying to see the Young Bucks. Nobody's paying to see the Young Bucks. Nobody's paying to see retards put a fucking M80 in their shoe and do a super kick with it. Jack Perry's the same way. Fuck you. Jack Perry. You little fucking shit. You don't belong in the fucking wrestling business because your daddy was on 90210 and you look like Curly fucking Sue. You fucking douchebag. And half these guys he signs like Okada. Do casual wrestling fans give a fuck about Okada? No. They don't give a fuck about Okada. They don't give a fuck about Shibata. They don't give a fuck about these guys. The one guy from over there I can say that deserves a chance here and probably could if he was anywhere else but AEW be a star is Konosuke Takeshita. This dude is 6'3", 230 pounds. Put about 20 pounds on Takeshita. Put about 20 pounds on. Give this man a good manager. Not Don fucking Phallus. Not fucking dickhead Don Callis with that scar in his head. He looks like a circumcised cock now. Why are you going to let Takeshita languish with this fucking retard? Don Callis has never been anything to me other than somebody that's like, oh my God, he's on TV. Let's just change the fucking channel. Because why do I need to? Why? Yeah, Takeshita's a bad motherfucker. I don't. He was when I was watching AEW with Draven still and Vinny and them, and we were still watching it. I was always just dumbfounded on how he was misused. But Tony Khan's not a booker, and he won't listen to any of the fucking people he has backstage that know better than him and could fucking help him and improve the booking. But, why? Why would you do that when you're just using daddy's money? Why? And people shit on my man Pepsi Phil, but regardless if he started shit or not, he was right about the company being shit. Oh, everything they've done since then has proved he was right. Everything they have done, every action they've taken, every time they tried to shit on him, they showed he was right. I'm not a fan of CM Punk's politics because I think he's a shitbag and he stands for some fucking garbage tier stuff. But he was right. If you've got a limp-wristed fucking bitch like Tony Khan said, I feared for my life. You've never been punched in the mouth, bro. You've never been punched in the mouth. You've never had your fucking nose broken. You've never been in a fight. You've never got your hands dirty. Fuck you. You feared for your life. Look, I'm not saying I've had a fucking, I've had difficulties in my life. I've been through a lot of shit in a lot of different ways. But I've had my nose broke. I've had my ass beat. I've been punched in the face. I've had guns pulled on me. Seeing a wrestler in a backstage environment get in another wrestler's face and put him in a front face lock, if you not even involved in the situation firsthand, fear for your life because of that, you're a fucking pussy and you have no business in wrestling at all. Like, fuck you, Tony Khan. Like, this guy is, and this is why I get throttled, because I have no fucking filter when it comes to this shit. If I'm gonna rant, I'm gonna rant. And that's just how fucking frustrated this makes me. And it's the same way with WWE. Don't think I'm gonna let them off the hook, because I've gotten so fucking frustrated with Raw and the way they book it and the way they handle some of their matches and the finishes. And I'm not sold. I've never, and I won't be ever sold on Cody Rhodes as a main eventer. Never. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Will I give the devil his due for being persistent, going out and honing his craft and working the indies and going back to Impact and then AEW and jumping off that sinking ship like the rats do when the ship starts to sink? Yeah, I'll give the devil his due for that. But I'm never going to buy into him as a fucking a main eventer. It's not going to happen. Godzillionaire. You know it, Godzillionaire. You know it. And that's, let's see, hang on. Hang on. Wait for it. Where's it at? Where the fuck is it at? We've got it here somewhere again. But yeah, I can't do it with him, with Cody. You know, I wish it was I wish it was different, you know. I wish that that I could say, you know what, man, like I like Cody. He's got a huge upside, you know, and everything was copacetic, and you know, hey, he's a money draw, you know, dude's gonna draw you. He's drawing money. I will say that Cody Rhodes will draw money because there is a sect of the fans that like, but I don't know. I think once Roman Reigns comes back, it'll completely overshadow him. Now I know Roman's health situation, and it's sad. And I kind of poo-pooed his entire title run. And seeing Cody with the championship now. Speaking of Cody, let's talk King of the Ring. So his match with Logan Paul. This was supposed to be a title versus title match. And now it is Cody's belt is the only one on the line. All right. Why not? You know. And bro, let me tell you, there is no way that they are taking the title off of Cody Rhodes, bro. No, they're not taking the title off Cody. So from a booking standpoint, to me, it doesn't make sense because it takes all the tension out of the match. Not that there was any to begin with, because I think we're going to see, I mean, I've said it before about Logan Paul, for not being a wrestler in the traditional sense, you know, coming in as a celebrity and then learning the craft after the fact. I will give him his due because Logan Paul has exceeded expectations as far as his in-ring work goes. His promos are solid. I'm kind of, it'll be kind of funny to see if he shows Cody up a little bit because that potential is there. Speaking of Cody, before we go any further in this, we got to pay. Godzillionaire said it. Cody is a Negro icon. Let's go with it.
Wrestling has more than one black champion. There's melanin in his soul. Negro icon Cody Rhodes, doing it for the culture munchie. When blacks are down, Cody's there, and he knows how to braid hair. The thing he puts his kid in regularly is cornrows. His father said, blacker the berry, the sweeter is the juice. When they took a piece for championship away, I felt defeated. But then when Cody won, those feelings went away. Those thoughts were heated. Cody, Cody Rhodes, one of my favorite heroes. Where Cody starts racing for man, what kind of leader?
There we go. We can't forget about Negro icon Cody Rhodes. I can't remember where I found that, or somebody said it to me. I'm like, this is going to be a staple on the channel now. This is just going to be a staple on the channel. But no, booking for that. I mean, I think there's the potential there. And let me say this about Cody. I don't think he's a main eventer. I never will be. He doesn't, I don't know. To me, there's always been something missing with him. And all I see is Cody Rhodes' legacy and yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know, man. My world champion. Yeah, that was Edge. I want to see LA Knight. Yeah. What a disservice. What a disservice to a fucking guy who got himself again. LA Knight gets himself over, and let's punish him for that. I thought Vince was gone. Now they're talking about LA Knight and what program was it? I can't remember what the next feud was. I didn't get a chance to, but it was something that was so stupid. I'm like, what? This man is a star. He's 42 years old. Give him the fucking ball. His time is fucking fleeting at this point in his career. Okay? That's like right now. Much to the chagrin of my wife, I want to go back and I want one run. I want a solo run. I know there's a company they said you come in anytime, you have creative control, you can do what you want. I'm like, okay, I need to get in ring shape and look. This is even on an independent thing for, a series of maybe 5 to 6 matches over 6 months. I refuse to step in the ring and not look like I belong there. It's part of the story. It's part of your brand. All right. The storytelling is such a big thing. And I see like, okay, so me, 44 years old, I want to do it. The window is closing. That window is closing. And I look at LA Knight much the same way. Is not saying, oh, I'm LA Knight. No, I'm just age. I'm a couple years older than him, but that window is there. That is there, and it is shutting rapidly. You need to give this man his just due and fucking let him lead the way for a minute. Because he deserves it and he can do it. I mean, LA Knight is a draw. LA Knight is a money draw. The fans like him. The fans love him. He's talented. And yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let's see. LA Knight's going to be the one to take the strap off of Logan Paul. I would be all right with that. I would be absolutely fine with that. I think it was, God, when did he work Roman? Was it last year at King of the Ring? I think it was King of the Ring last year, or Crown Jewel. One of the Saudi shows, we watched it. And yeah, they put Roman over on that, which I didn't expect LA Knight to go around Roman because they always had to have it be Thody. Thody Road, the fruit of my loins, daddy. If you will, baby, my son Thody. But no, so we got to hurry up here. I can't, I've ranted too much today. Dude, and I won't be in team ratings, but I will be. You know what I mean? Like, I'll still rock the shirt going down to the ring unless I have new shirts made up, which I don't know. Should we sell the team rating shirts on the Teespring store? We could do that. I've got the logo. We can just pop that in there and sell those on the store. If you guys want the old school Etep team rating shirt, we could put those up too on Teespring. Let's look real quick here. Let me pull this up because we have the King of the Ring card, and I want to go over that before we go over Double or Nothing. This I don't know that they've changed any matches yet. Let's see here. All right, so we have, all right, we'll go bottom to top here. All right, so let me screen share this here, folks. No doubt NWA was at its best last few years when Smackdown manager, Mr. Mickey James, National Treasure, Nick Aldis was a champ. Eli Drake was a thorn. I vaguely remember that. Yeah, Nick Aldis. I never disliked Nick Aldis because he was an Impact back in the day too, I think. That's NWA. Did you mean NWA or were you talking TNA? Was it? I think it was NWA. But I want to say I thought Aldis wasn't he like Brutus Magnus or some shit back in the day? I can't remember. Let's go here. All right, so this match right here, Intercontinental title match. Chad Gable, Bronson Reed, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's a champion. what is this? E-Wrestling News predicts Sami Zayn wins. I mean, if I'm looking at this match realistically and logically, fucking Bronson Reed wins. Get the fuck out of here. Bronson Reed wins. But they'll probably put Zayn over. They'll keep the title on their homeless fucking communist Antifa crackhead Sami fucking Zayn. Yeah, they'll keep the title on that shitbag. I'm not, let the record show, I'm not a huge fan of any of the people in this match. Like, I respect Chad Gable because the dude carries himself like a worker. He's on the smaller side. Bronson Reed's a fucking monster. But I don't know much about his body of work because I'm pretty sure he's been featured primarily in NXT, which I don't ever fucking watch NXT. Never. I've watched approximately less than an hour of NXT since its inception. So next we got Women's Championship, Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch. Let's go back to Heat Index. Lukewarm, Becky Lynch wins. Yeah, this is a fucking no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. Becky Lynch wins this. Next we got Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax or Bianca Belair. Heat Index not available at the moment. There is none. I mean, what? Nia Jax, I guess give her the fucking Queen of the Ring. Give Nia Jax the Queen of the Ring. It doesn't fucking matter. All right. Are we ready for another rant with Uncle Etep? Because I think I did this last time we sat down and we had this discussion, but Queen of the Ring is worthless. It's fucking worthless. The Women's Elimination Chamber match is fucking worthless. The Women's Royal Rumble match is fucking worthless. We don't need another Women's Revolution pay-per-view. It's not going to draw any money or any buy rates. Women's wrestling is an attraction. Okay? It's an attraction. I'm not saying there's not some fucking awesome female wrestlers, because there is. But look at the mainstream success. I'm not saying these women aren't marketable on the mainstream, because they are. They are. It's just women's wrestling as a standalone is a very niche fucking attraction. All right. And I heard the other day, I can't remember who it was. They were talking about one of the women's. Oh, they had to put this. Oh, it was AEW. Well, the Harley Cameron. It was stupid ass Dave Meltzer arguing with Alvarez about Harley Cameron versus Tony Storm and why Meltzer justified why it had to be a 7-minute match. And Alvarez said you didn't even need it on TV. You know, you got Storm feuding with Serena Deeb and she's working against Harley Cameron and it took her 7 minutes to beat her. What does that say about Tony Storm? Psychology! There is none. There is no psychology in this. I think these two are fucking hot. Let's throw them in the ring together, says Tony Khan, which I don't know if he likes. I don't know if Tony Khan likes women. I don't know if Tony Khan likes. I don't know what Tony Khan likes.
Fucking bullshit.
No, it's not, Tony. I think you're gay. No, yeah, somebody's gonna cancel me because I called Tony Khan gay. I made a joke about gay. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, okay, Nick Aldis was Magnus. His strong arm as a heel champ was a monster. But yeah, yep. Oh yeah, Bobby Roode. I remember Bobby Roode in NXT because all the highlights online of the two dudes doing the fucking gimmick, recording with the cell phone camera, and playing his theme song. And Bobby Roode would just look at him and be like, and they'd be all happy about it because he's like co-signed to it. They put Nick on the roster having a feud with LA Knight, print money. Oh, probably, because there's fans that would remember that. That means you're gay, Tony, right? Tony likes that yayo. He does. He does. All right. But yeah, we need this women's standalone shit. No, it doesn't need to happen. It doesn't make any money. It doesn't make any sense. Lyra Valkyria. All right. Nia Jax goes over tonight or tomorrow night. I'm sorry. Nia Jax goes over. I agree with that. And yeah, Lyra is, and I said if she wins, that she'll fade into obscurity faster than a fucking ice cube melting in, the 100-degree summer sun. I just don't see it as Queen of the Ring. Like I said, it's worthless. Both of them are fucking worthless, but the Queen of the Ring is even more worthless. Gunther, King of the Ring tournament final. Gunther versus either Randy Orton or Tama Tonga. We don't know the SmackDown side of this till it airs Friday. However, considering it's Gunther against Orton or Tonga, I cannot imagine WWE booking a heel versus heel match with Gunther against Tonga. Yeah, Gunther needs to go over in this. Orton and him will put on a good match. Randy Orton and Gunther can put on a good match. I love Randy Orton's willingness to just do business. I have more respect for Randy Orton now. Number one, because he's in his 40s and the dude looks phenomenal. He's bigger than he's ever been in his career, better shape than he's ever been in his career. And he's just out to make money now and do business. That's the boys should fucking take note of that. And then, of course, the Heat Index. We had a good promo the other night, and it's not title versus title, just singles match for the undisputed title. Of course, Cody wins. There's probably going to be a lot of interference in this match. I don't know, something will happen. But yeah, Cody wins, and yeah, that's King of the Ring. Still not sure if we'll be covering it here live or not on the channel. If we don't cover it live, expect Sunday morning a review of the show or a live stream. We'll talk about it. But because I'll watch it after the fact, and then Double or Nothing we're streaming on Draven's channel on Sunday night. Let's speaking of Double or Nothing, let's close out our show here with a look at AEW Double or Nothing 2024. Again, we have the Gangbang Gang versus the Death Triangle. Holy shit. Please tell me that's a 0-hour match. That's on the main card, folks. That's on the main card. Triple threat match. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. These fucking retards have the six-man belts or whatever, don't they? No, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I don't fucking care. Jay White he's a main eventer. Jay White's 160 pounds soaking wet. This dude should not be anywhere near a world title. I mean, Jesus. The Gun Boys, I like them. They have talent. I like Pac too. I don't give a fuck about this match. Was it Phoenix and Penta or whatever? Yeah, I don't care. FTW championship match. Champion Chris Jericho defends against, they got him listed at 201. It's more like 180. Hook and Katsuyori Shibata. Jesus. I don't care if they hotshot the FTW title around. Just give it back to Hook and let him have his fake title. And he can play pretend like his dad, like his father before him. Orange Cassidy versus Trent Beretta. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. This isn't a fucking Rampage match, let alone a pay-per-view match. Here he is. Konosuke Takeshita, the Rainmaker, versus the plumber, as Cornette calls him, Jon Moxley, for the IWGP World Championship Eliminator match. Gee, who's going over in that? Because Tony Khan doesn't have the right to take a IWGP title off of Moxley and put it on Takeshita. So I don't even know why this is a match for there's no, I mean, unless it ends, there's a fuck finish and, it's a lot of interference and it just gets thrown out, but yeah, this Moxley, if it comes down to it, Moxley will go over and retain. I don't know what you want there. TNT Championship. 50-year-old Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black of the House of Black. I mean, Edge should put over Black in this for the TNT Championship. That's the way that should go. But, I mean, it's Tony Khan, so who knows? AEW International Championship. Notice one of the top free agents is not even semi-main. One of their top money free agents, not even semi-main event. Will Ospreay versus Roderick Strong. Oh, God. Oh, for all the talking everybody does about how good Will Ospreay is, there's no personality there. I mean, I don't care who goes over in this. I mean, I would assume Will Ospreay would go over. Because what the fuck does Roderick Strong even do anymore? How is that Cassidy Beretta not on the pre-show or collision? I have no idea, because that match does not scream a pay-per-view match to me. You have to look at it like this. These are matches that you're paying what? I don't know how much pay-per-view is, 50, 60 bucks. You're paying $50 or $60 for these, right? That's what you're paying for. 50 or 60 bucks to fucking watch matches that you can see on fucking on free TV. You know, that's the way you got to think about it when you book these. But Tony Khan doesn't do that. Women's World Championship. Toni Storm, timeless Toni Storm with Mariah May and Luther versus Serena Deeb. Toni Storm better go over in this. I mean, Serena, great wrestler. She's not going to draw money like Storm does, though. Toni Storm's a draw for them. She's one of the only good things they have going right now. Anarchy in the Arena, clusterfuck match. The young retards and Okada and Jungle Bitch versus FTR, who have no momentum at all. Bryan Danielson and Chester Podesta, Darby Allin. Again, the FTR is basically buried at this point. I mean, Darby Allin is like the Walking Dead, and Bryan Danielson is the only actual wrestler in this entire fucking match. And I say that somebody who's not even that big of a Danielson fan. Semi-main event. Now this is what's fucked up right here. The TBS Championship, which is like the women's like B tier title, is being defended semi-main because Mercedes Moné makes so much money, and she's going against the champion Willow Nightingale. And if you don't put the belt on Mercedes at this point, everything you've done and paid for with that woman is worthless. Absolutely worthless. I mean, you've wasted money. You've wasted money on her anyway, because she's god awful and she wants to be a babyface, but she carries herself and acts like a heel. Yeah, having seen her ring gear now, comparatively speaking to what it was in the Fed or her outfits, it's like, oh my God, this is fucking horrible. This is fucking horrible. Yeah, Mercedes Botchfest Banks has always been overrated. And the only reason she's anywhere close to where she is in the business is because she has Snoop Dogg in her family. And that's why people pay her money. And Tony Khan paid her money. Willow, I've been very critical of. But out of the two of them, she's the better worker. She's a better worker. But Mercedes goes over in this. AEW World Championship main event. Swerve Strickland versus Christian Cage. They've done everything they can to bury him since he won the belt and not really put him in anything substantial, and it's a detriment to Swerve because I like Swerve Strickland. I do. He's one of the guys that I've always liked since I started watching AEW before I quit. And he's one of the only reasons that I still kind of keep up with the news cycle, because it's like, all right, they gave this guy the fucking ball. Let's see him carry it now. And it's just a consistent one fuck up after the other. Please don't ever put him in the ring with Nick Wayne's mom again. She's bigger than him. I mean, you want your champion, your world champion, to look strong, and you have him get manhandled and outsized, not manhandled by Nick Wayne's mom, but he's been, beaten down, and they've done nothing to redeem him. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it as good for him or doing justice to him for his title run, man. You got to treat this guy better. Swerve is a talent. Swerve is a talented cat. Crowd fucking loves him. Why you consistently, misbook him is just beyond me, and it doesn't make sense to me. Not at all. Not at fucking all. So that is the card for Double or Nothing. We'll keep a sheet, and we'll show you guys live how our predictions went. I'll write it because I'll go back through and write them all down, because I said we got Swerve winning this. Swerve's going to retain. Mercedes Moné, the Young Cucks will win that match. Tony Storm goes over. Will Ospreay, Malachi Black goes over in that one. Moxley wins that. Pockets wins his match. Hook regains his worthless belt, and the Gangbang Gang wins the opener against the Job Squad. Sorry, I'm yawning. I was up till 2:00 last night playing Resident Evil 6 with Vinny. It was about 4 hours we played that game. Yeah, we didn't start till almost 10, so a little bit tired today. A little bit tired, but yeah, that's what I got for you today, gang. As far as wrestling goes, I just think that there's so many things that could be done better. So many things that could be done better. WWE has almost pushed the casual fans aside as well. And one more thing I wanted to say is, and I heard a couple other guys talk about it, is the media scrubs. And this is something that's bothered me. All right. Since WWE started doing them, AEW does them. Just stop. Can we stop the draft too? Because the draft is worthless. The draft is fucking stupid. It doesn't do anything. We don't need the draft anymore. That's when you had, fresh off of the buyout of WCW and ECW, and you had this influx of extra talent. You don't have enough at the top to sustain the draft. And it's stupid. The fake war rooms, and that's as bad as the media scrums. Stop letting in douchebags who just want access. It's the same as pop culture access media with wrestling. You got marks in there who don't know shit about wrestling at all, and they're there because they're gonna throw you softballs that you can hit out of the park with like pre-approved questions. Why? They're worthless. Just stop, please just stop the media scrums. Yeah. So that's it, folks. I will try Saturday morning to do a SmackDown review for you guys live. Before, if we're going to stream King of the Ring, we'll just do it on the pre-show. We'll talk about it before. But if we're not going to stream King of the Ring, I'll either have a video or we'll do a stream for, a half hour, 40 minutes. Thank you to everybody who watched. Instant Regret, Joe's Atmosphere, Godzillionaire. Thank you. I think who else was Superfan was here. Papa Cotton was here. Yeah, man. Thank you, everybody watching on X and YouTube. Thank you, gang. We will catch you guys later on. I know we got to get some members content out, gang. We got to get some members. Maybe the next video go to channel members. We got to do one a week for you guys. But thank you, everybody. I'm Etep Okuian from the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all these. If I don't see you, have a great day. A pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one. No outro today.